Yes.
I was about to say.
With head coach Ryan Craig, coach, you guys get a big win tonight and one of the best defensive performances we've seen from the team this season. What'd you like?
I liked our team effort. We talked about trying to get to our game as quick as we can, but sustain it for as long as we can, and I thought we did a really good job of that tonight. That's what our winning hockey looks like. We score 5 goals tonight, arguably with our best checking game. So that's what we have to understand as we continue to go through. We've had spurts of that in that 4-game losing streak, but not for long enough. So we talked about how we'd been up 3-2 or had leads, but you have to sustain it, and we did tonight.
Is that why the end of the second period was so important?
Yeah, we get a save 2-0 shorthanded. A big save allows us now to extend our lead. A big goal. We got to the net front tonight too. Big goal by Lucas Johansson with the Sapavalov line on the ice there with Ronan and Hallam, and did a good job of getting a puck to the net, and then we're able to come back and strike quickly. So that gives you a bit of breathing room, which we ended up needing a little bit at the end.
That's the identity you want from your group, but knowing that you have a goaltender who hasn't played in almost 2 years, just how important was it to develop that early and often to at least allow him to find his game and get comfortable as game?
Yeah, no, for sure. That guy played a good game. Team in front of him played good. So yeah, that's important. That was just important for our overall team. That's how we want to build our game here, no matter who's in it.
Coach, I'm doing the math quick, but we talked throughout the start of the season about how much potential there is for offense from the back end. Tonight, Lucas Johansson and Jaycob Megna get on the fun, but I think that's 15 goals out of 53 that come from the blue line. You're getting what you thought this group was capable of.
They are. Davey scores the early one with Ronnie taking it to the net, so we did. I think we got 3 goals. Corm scored 2. We got 4 goals from our defenseman tonight, so when the forwards want to start chipping in, but no, it's a product of what we have with those guys back there, especially those 4 guys. They can get the puck going north, and then you had somebody like Joey and Seds as our third pair. That's a pretty good third pair.
What did you think of Trevor Connolly tonight, or the weekend?
Well, Trevor had a good weekend. For his return, I think he's missed since July. He missed rookie camp, he missed VGK camp, he missed HSK camp, and we're now in game 14 for us. He's playing catch-up. The league gets quicker, doesn't matter what league you're in. And I thought Trevor's done a really good job with his return, being ready. He's done the guys that have helped him through that have done a very good job. And I think for Trevor, he's probably going to sleep well tonight. It's always nice for those guys to get on the scoreboard, which it was. You could see how excited he was and our team was for him.
It was a really good penalty kill night for your group, especially in the second period where Kai Uchaz and Jaycob Rabinets were a couple of the guys that stood out.
Well, big blocks. That we were better in the face-off circle tonight to start with some clears, but our down ice pressure was better tonight. I thought we were more connected. Now that was our 5-on-5 game too, being up and over top of people. It translated into our PK, but overall I thought our details on it were good, which allowed us to kill.
You guys haven't won a game at home since late October. What does it feel like just to get a win for that offense?
Well, it's good. That's 2 in a row we had lost at home, so it's we want to make sure this is a place that it feels like tonight, that it's a hard place to play. Like I said, we'll regroup now and we'll get ready for Milwaukee next weekend.
You mentioned yesterday that you weren't a fan of your team's coaching game. This time, 9 shots in the first 2 periods. What were the adjustments that were made between yesterday and today?
Our players, to their credit, details up, one over top, contesting pucks. I thought we also managed the puck better. So we played behind them tonight, which doesn't allow them to transition as quick to get going on their offense. And I think that was a key. We want to establish ourselves as a forecheck team, and especially this building, talking about our home game. But we were just up and connected as 5 guys all over the ice here tonight.
You talked about Jackson Hallam a little bit yesterday, how impactful he's been in this game. He pretty much got that third goal all set up with Lucas Johansson. What dimension has he brought to this team this rookie year?
Well, speed is the obvious one. Jackson's speed, yesterday he draws 2 penalties. He creates a goal on Euronen's goal, pushing up on the forecheck. He's a guy that has continually put himself in good spots. He started to kill some penalties for us here now a little bit, so he's growing his game. He's off to a great start. We hope it continues.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
With Jaycob Megna, Jaycob, You guys have had a couple of tough results over the last week. This felt like a game that you really needed, and it seemed like an enough is enough kind of performance from you guys, really thorough. How did you guys feel about it?
Yeah, it's early in the year, but we had enough of, we had some tough losses. We didn't quite play the way we wanted to, and I think we just finally decided we were going to play a full 60, and we had a little bit of a letdown there the last couple minutes, but, it was a big win for us. We needed it for sure.
I believe your empty net goal, I think they finally registered, it did beat the buzzer, so that's 4 goals from defensemen, and I believe it's 14 now for the season. The blue line's been extremely productive. What's it been like to see the back end generate as much as it has early in this season?
Yeah, we get a lot of offensive-minded D-men, a lot of guys who can shoot it. For me, my goal is always won by Christmas, so I'm good for a couple months here, but it's been good to see, jumping in the rush, and I think it really helps our offense be a lot more dangerous.
For Carter, it was his first game in a long time. You guys defensively want to make sure you're making things easy on any goaltender who's back there, and you guys gave up 10 shots into the third period. This was one of the more thorough defensive efforts we've seen from this group.
Yeah, I thought we were strong. I think last night we were upset we didn't help Vic enough, and I thought we came out pretty determined, and we took away their time and space and tried to keep everything to the outside.
How about the penalty kill tonight? We talked a lot about the power play, but the penalty kill, especially in the second period, was a momentum shifter, it felt like.
Yeah, that's been a point of emphasis too. I think we've kind of let other teams dictate a bit, and I think it was important for us to kind of set our standard for the kill and the way we want to play it. And if you get beat playing it your way, that's one thing. But we just want to make sure we're doing the right things and blocking shots and paying a price.
You mentioned winning. You guys haven't won at home since late October. It's good to win your own things.
Absolutely. They were here cheering. It was a really good crowd tonight. You want to win all the time, but I think it's important to get your home wins and establish that your building's going to be a tough one to come into, and you always want to have your best when you're at home.
Another assist for Rafael Lavoie tonight. He has points in 10 straight games. It feels like the guys you need to score have done so consistently to start the season.
Yeah, he's a difference maker. He can play at a really high level, and I think he can dominate at times in this league. And we need him for sure. And I think he's a great example for a lot of young guys. And just bringing it every night. You have to try to make a. You don't have to make a play every time you're out there, but you got to be willing to want the puck and be the guy that holds on to it. And he does a great job, putting pressure on other teams. And he's always dangerous. And he's always a threat.
In a similar vein, Trevor Connolly scores tonight. He has 3 points in 2 games. Your first look at a young player that has a lot of talent. What's the early impressions?
Yeah, he's dynamic for sure. We've seen that move probably 10 times in practice this week, so it's nice to see he can put it into a game too. But he's quite a talented kid. He plays hard, and he's fun to watch for sure.
Anybody else for Jaycob? Thank you.